Hey, this is my Aunt Emily.
I love you.
I love you too. Look, let me introduce you. This is my aunt. I'm gonna go say hi to my friend.
That's her.
They follow me. Hey, Sean. How you been, buddy? Hey, this is my Aunt Emily here. I ain't seen this guy in about 30 years. I can't wait to talk to him a little bit. Tiger's on the way. He says he's going to be here in about 20 minutes. Yeah, him and Scott, another guy that I worked with for a while. I'm hoping Sumner's going to be here. He said he was coming, and Chucky too. I thought Chucky Jones was going to be here. You met Mike Monroe. This is Mike Monroe. I worked with him at Drum Top. This is my Aunt Emily. You know Mr. Bill. And this is Lori Abercrombie. She was the cheerleader at our high school for our football team. Well, she was always a party planner. Always the ones that planned high school reunions and all the high school events. I thought you were on the cheerleading team, but I guess not. You hung out with all the cheerleaders.
Yeah. That was good enough.
I know, I ain't drinking. He's like a mile from here, like right up the road. There's like 2 lights up the road where his house is.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Yeah. Half a mile is all it takes.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's been like 10 since I even had a sip, so.
5 minutes can ruin your life.
I tell you, I know that already. I know it better than anybody. I remember one of my fondest memories of Lori here, see, when I was growing up, my first friend lived across the street from me, right? His name was Dan Kane. Dan Kane, I don't know if anybody remembers Dan, but he was 2 years older than me. And he came over and asked me if I wanted to play, right? And me and Dan, he's the one who taught me how to play front yard football and baseball and all that. We'd run plays. His dad was a pastor, and his dad was the coach of the Pee Wee teams and everything. And Dan was always brought up in sports. He played football and baseball. And later on in high school, he was a jock. You know, he played on the football team and all that stuff. Well, one of these days, out of nowhere, Dan all of a sudden gets real big and mean and starts getting in my face and telling me, "Doug, hit me, man, hit me, do something, do something." He pushes me down. He said, "Get up."
See you, Doug.
See you, Mike. Hey, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you've been able to make it. I'm probably gonna go up to Dad's for Christmas, spend some time with them up at the cabin. So.
We're thinking about going up there sometime this summer.
I'm glad you got to come. I love you. It's good seeing you. Y'all be careful on the way home.
Be careful. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah. But Dan, man, he started bullying me, man.
What time are you going back?
Probably after Christmas, the 26th. Probably leaving the 26th in the morning.
Be careful.
Yeah. But old Dan, yeah, he scared me, man, started pushing me down and wanted me to get up and hit him. And he'd get in my face and intimidate me just real bad, real bullying, mean. You know, he didn't hit me or anything, but he was just real manipulative and angry looking at me. Scared me to death. And I'd go home crying to my mom, "Dan hit me, Dan pushed me down, da, da, da." And then like a couple of days later, he'd be back and he'd say, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I was just messing around with you, you know." And then he'd do the same thing again, you know. So, you know, and then you know, I started playing football. I played baseball on Dan's one of his little league teams. You know, as coach. You know, and I did all that, and then he'd get all his friends and gang up on me, because I was a weakling. I was a little wimp. And then later on in high school, he spread a rumor, a bad rumor that had already been spread before I even got there about something about me doing something. When he saw me looking in the window, saw me masturbating or whatever, and he spread it out. And everybody in the halls was snickering and laughing at me because of this rumor. And it was something that Shane was friends with him, and he kept spreading it around. You remember something about that? Because I remember at a basketball game one night, me and Tiger were there, and Shane, you and Shane, and everybody was sitting up there, and Shane was laughing. I could hear him laughing. And you came down and sat next to me, and you said, you know, I told you exactly what it was, how Dan had been bullying me, and that it was just a lie. This rumor that he spread was a lie, and people were talking about me, you know, and that just ate on me. That affected me in such a bad way, a negative way, my whole life, man. I hated that guy. I hated Dan. And but after that, and Tiger, he knew it was a lie, and all these people, you know. So that's hard for a kid to live with, you know, being bullied like that. And there's people today out there getting bullied, and you need to know that there are people in that school who will care about you and that you can talk to, because you don't need to let that bother you one bit, because that person right there has their own problem. They have their own problem, and you ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm recording, but I ain't live yet. I'm not live. It's gonna go live. I'm recording. I'm recording my version. I'm recording my version, man. My version of from my perspective, high school. And these people, how they affected me, man. Sean Timberlake right there. He had a damn this old. Hey, Sean, what was that old car you drove? That old
72 Skylark.
Skylark, man. He had the Skylark. Sean, we all had hot rides, man. I had my Chevelle Malibu. I had his Galaxy. He had that Ford Galaxy that was so, oh dang, just you open the hood and the dang thing shine at you. Everything was so nice and bright and shiny. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, man. I used to try to kick it in with my stock 350. You know, I had the damn, I had the fast chain hooked up. You know, and that carburetor, that 4-barrel opened up. That car would haul butt. That little Chevelle, my dad helped me build that Chevelle. Hey, Sean, this guy over here, this is my dad, Durward. He helped me build that Chevelle, man. He bought that thing for me from the neighbor. It was all just Bondo, man, and we sanded it all the way down to the metal, you know, and painted it with a little spray can that he bought from Home Depot. Jet black paint. We put all new primer on it, a good coat of primer, taped it all up, and that damn can of spray paint spittled all over it. You know, it wasn't the prettiest paint job in the world. But that car was sweet, man. Stock. And we rode it. I rode it hard. We had the little ball tires on the back and everything. I remember one year.
Damn car that I had again. I want to know.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Man, I remember coming into the schoolyard one time, and I kicked it around. Choo Choo just pulled in, and his little Mustang he had, that fastback he had. And I kicked it around, and my damn car fishtailed it one way, and I lost control and went through a fence right there across from the ballpark. There was a fence along that damn line. I went through the fence. I backed that sucker out, parked it, and just got out. And everybody was laughing their asses off at me, and just went on into school like minding my own business, like nothing even happened. Remember that? We used to have some crazy times back then, man. We did. We had fun. We lived life, man. we enjoyed our life. I mean, we were independent. Parents didn't have to worry about us, you know. And we got something in our mind that we wanted to do. We were just out enjoying each other's company, you know. I just wanted to be anywhere at home because my home life wasn't good. You guys were a very special part of that for me because y'all made my life so much easier, being able to spend it with you guys. And here's two of the best right here. Scott Gerard.
Brother, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy? Hey, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. And there's Tiger. Hey, we were just talking about his Skylark, and I was telling him about I had an old Chevrolet Malibu. It was an old Malibu, man, a '70 Malibu. And I was kicking it into the schoolyard, man. I fishtailed it around, and it was slick out. And I went sideways and went through the neighbor's fence across the street where we used to park across the street from the school. And then we fucking fishtailed through there. And I went through the fence, backed out of the fence, parked the car, and just went into school like nothing even happened, you know. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's out there, you know, like nothing even happened. It was awesome. Hey, you know my dad.
I don't know if I've ever even met your dad.
Look older than last time I saw
I'm sure I did.
Hey, Dad. Hey, this is Scott here. I don't know if you remember him, but he
It's been
came
a long time. I think I have met you one time.
Yeah, he came out to the house when I had my accident, and he helped remodel it and get it back to where I could get up in there.
Very good. Yeah.
Are y'all getting ready to leave?
Francis.
All right.
Francis, good to meet you. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm glad you got to come, Dad. I'm going to come see y'all on Christmas, okay?
Yeah, come over at Christmas. Tuesday and Wednesday morning, we're going to be putting stuff together. I mean, it's all kind of food that
Yeah.
we're preparing and doing stuff. So
If you get there about noon, all the men will be there.
people there can help get you.
Well, I'll get over there. I might even spend the night or something. I'll bring some stuff with me to spend the night. We Buddy at the house. He's over there right now. He's fine. I got him in the room, and they can feed him and take him out.
Yeah, they can.
He's gotten used to the place by now.
Oh yeah, he probably feels at home now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just got to stay away from Bill's dog. They don't get along. But he intimidates him.
Yeah.
Where is Bill?
He's,
And we'll see you on Wednesday.
I don't know. Bill didn't take off, did he?
No, he probably went to the restaurant. He was just right here.
All right.
We'll see you Wednesday.
All right, I'll see you Wednesday. It's good seeing you.
Good to see you.
And thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Stay true.
No, we go.